Like, people think that there's water in there. There's actually not any water in there. It's all just fat. And that's what she's going to survive on when she's in long treks in the desert. So when baby camels are born, they have the humps, but there's nothing in them. It's just like floppily pieces of skin, basically, because they don't have enough fat in them in order to create their humps. Here you go, baby girl.
I just want to hear.
So they can go quite a long time without food or water, and what will happen is that they will get extremely skinny, their hump will go down, and they'll just look ragged. But I can tell you what, I've seen videos of them regaining their condition in like 15 minutes. All they do is they go to an oasis, they drink, and they drink a lot. They'll drink over 20 gallons in 5 minutes. Are you going to eat zucchini? I don't know if he was going to like that. Alright, I think he'll eat anything. So they can drink a lot of water in a short amount of time, and that's just going to plump them back up because they also store a lot of water in their blood cells, and that keeps it all going. So the cool thing, like us, when we get a fever, it doesn't really do too good with our brains. You know, at about 106, we kind of go a little crazy. Higher temperature will go blind. Not camels. Camels can go over 110 and they're just fine. Their red blood cells are shaped differently than ours are, so they can tolerate that heat change, where we would just go crazy. She's spoiled, by the way, if you can't tell, too. So if I can get her head to turn, you'll kind of see her nostrils, how long and thin they are. That's an adaptation of living in the desert. So that's going to keep all the sand away. Desert, lots of sand. And you can you girls see her ears? Can you even see them? They're covered in fur, aren't they? Lots of fur, and they're really tiny. That's another adaptation so that they can live in the desert and not get all that sand in their ears. And you see her pretty eyelashes, how much eyelashes she has. Again, to keep it from all the sand. And I wish you guys could see her feet. I'm sure she'll get up when I go away and be grumpy. But she's got very flat feet. And that helps them with they run, because if you notice, she's a very large girl. So able to run, they actually have like a cushion in them. It's a shock absorber. So when they run, it's not bad on their legs. And if you do see if she actually is not lazy and gets up, you'll see her knees are all scabbed up. That's not because she's laying down, it's so she can lay down. Because like I said, she's so top heavy, it's not easy to get up and down. So they have these big, thick kneecaps and stuff in order for her to just flop right down. It's a protection. It's not because she does it so she can do it. Right, yeah, grumpy pants. And if you can see, she's got these prehensile lips. And her teeth are really set back. So that's really good for her to grab all those leaves and stuff. She has really stinky breath, girls, just so you know. But camels, it's really cool. You would think camels, with how much they have to eat, they would just destroy the environment they live in. But what they do is, because they live in such large herds, they eat a few leaves here of this tree, a few leaves here, and then they move on. They don't destroy it. I think they must know or something that they're going to need to come back. So they kind of pick and choose and don't destroy everything as they go. There she goes. You guys can see her big scabs on that, and that's just so she can get up and down and lay down, because, what are you doing, turtle? Because they need to rest too. You know, they can't stand all the time. Now she poops. So you guys get to learn about how a camel poops now. Yep. And potty. You can't do one without the other, right? So I know, you were sitting too long, I knew you were. Normally camels won't sit that long, but I tell you what, she's lazy and spoiled, so. So camels are used for their milk. They're very high in fat for their milk, and also their meat. I had a friend who was stationed in Iraq, and he was like, you know, I just can't wait to get back and not eat a burger that's made out of camel. do a lot of camel meat over there. They also use their fur. If you can see, she's got a lot of fur, and you can see she is also starting to lose it because she will shed. She'll become almost bald in the summer, but she grows all this fur. So in the winters, even our winters here, she comes out. I mean, she might not spend all day, and when it was -40, she was nice and tucked away. But she'll come out in the winter. She's got no problem with that, and she's got that nice thick fur to keep her warm. Yeah. You're spoiled. I spoil her. So here, she's gonna get hay. You guys can see some hay over here. We've got hay inside. She also gets fed in the morning and at night. And it's called calf manna. She likes to give me kisses, but the calf manna tastes like black licorice. And I don't like black licorice. So sometimes I don't quite enjoy her kisses all the time. And horses can only really kick, backwards with their hind feet. Camels can kick with any leg in any direction. So they are one at zoos, we got to watch out for because, it's not just touching her back like you would with a horse, letting her know where she is. She could get you anywhere. I've never had her kick on me. She does do what I call the happy camel dance. And that's when she kind of like flays all over the place. Yeah. Okay, so you can see how tall she is now that she's standing up. She's actually a little bit larger for her size than a normal dromedary female. Stop, you're dropping them. Now you're gonna get all sand. So she is pretty large for her dromedary camels, which is nice. You get to see how big she is. And we do have a couple people that actually want to breed with her just because she is kind of large. Large and spoiled, right?
How old is she?
She's going to be 11 this summer.
How long
she came down from Tennessee.
How long is their lifespan?
Oh, they can. Now she just found the whole bucket. They can live almost 50 years.
Wow.
So we're hoping she'll be with us a while. If you notice, there's a few emus in here that are missing furs or missing a few feathers on their back. That's Carmel. She likes to eat feathers sometimes. She'll go and once it gets a little cooler, she likes to chase them and stuff and pull their feathers, and she just likes having a good time with them. Right? You guys have any questions about her? She likes the crackers too. She's getting me really slobbery. See if she'll eat a cracker for you guys.
Back in there, okay.
Eat a cracker, Carmel? Are you gonna go here? Or you're only gonna want to feed here. Just like that. I'll bring it back to you.
No, it's okay.
Go inside. It's a little cooler inside.
All right, girls, shall we? She's bringing her out over here.
Alright, whose cracker was that? Here. You don't have to wait. It was getting hot out there. I was like, alright, I need to sit down out here. But now you can kind of even see, like, me sitting next to her out there, it just doesn't seem as large, but out here she just looks so much larger. You can see she's got that harness on her. When she was little, just a little baby, and when I mean a little baby, she was this tall. We used to put her on a leash and walk her around the zoo. So I think that's why she kind of started out to be really friendly, because I've worked with other camels that weren't quite as friendly. But that's going to be any animal, you have some that are friendly and some that aren't. Are you going to be spoiled, or are you going to try to eat some crackers for people? Let them feel your nose, how soft it is. You want to see if you can reach one up there? Carmel, you want to eat a cracker? Here, how about we try this? You want to try feeding her an apple? No? Feel her nose. Try feeding her an apple? No? She's not eating the crackers, so we'll try. So, camels, because they live in the desert, they're not going to get a whole lot of fruit out there. So when we do it in very low moderation. So that's why she's kind of eating the crackers because she doesn't really get a whole lot of apples a lot. Because you think about it, her stomach can't handle all those sugars. Isn't her muzzle soft? Yeah. Those big old lips. She's got heavy teeth back there, but you gotta go kind of far in there to see it.
Could he feed her an apple?
Here, feed her a zucchini. Oh, she got it. You guys have any questions at all? So you guys remember you got those crackers, and now she is feeding the little piggy with the apples. But we've got the goats and the deer that like them. They're just for the hoof stock. Mine is Carmel. Carmel's not hoof stock. Hoof stock means they have hooves. Like the zebras and the deer.
She just grabbed it out of my finger.
Hers
So I did
have
I only
pads. They're like ours. They're soft. We're like a horse. You want to try? Are you going to be able to reach?
Nick, lift him up.
Oh, look at that. Some help. We got to get a little closer. There you go. Oh, you're so helpful.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.
All right, let's go get your stroller, baby.